Welcome back, car enthusiasts! Today we're diving into the top 6 things you can do to make your car last 300,000 miles. That's right, I said 300,000 miles. Now, most people think getting a car to last that long is some impossible feat, something only achieved by meticulous mechanics with an encyclopedic knowledge of cars. But let me tell you, it's not as hard as you might think. With a little bit of diligence and a dash of preventative maintenance, you can keep your beloved ride running smoothly for years, even decades to come. We're talking about cruising past the odometer turning over not once but multiple times. Imagine the stories your car could tell. So buckle up, get ready to take some notes, and let's unlock the secrets to automotive longevity together. Alright folks, let's kick things off with the golden rule of car maintenance: regular oil changes. Now you might be rolling your eyes thinking, yeah, everyone tells me to change my oil, but hear me out. This isn't just some arbitrary piece of advice, it's the lifeblood of your engine. Think of your engine as an athlete running a marathon. And the oil, well, that's the athlete's energy drink, their protein shake, their everything. It keeps all those moving metal parts running smoothly, preventing friction, heat, and ultimately, catastrophic engine failure. Trust me, you do not want to experience the gut-wrenching feeling of your engine seizing up on you. It's not pretty, and it's definitely not cheap to fix. So how often should you change your oil? The old adage of every 3,000 miles is a good starting point, but modern cars and synthetic oils have pushed that number a bit further. Consult your owner's manual for the specific recommendations for your vehicle. But here's the thing, even if you're only driving a few thousand miles a year, I still recommend changing your oil at least once a year. Why? Because oil degrades over time, losing its lubricating properties and becoming less effective at doing its job. Now, I know some people like to stretch their oil changes as far as they can, trying to save a few bucks. But let me tell you, skimping on oil changes is like playing Russian roulette with your engine. A few extra quarts of oil a year is a small price to pay compared to the hefty cost of engine repairs, or even worse, a complete engine replacement. So, do yourself a favor, and make regular oil changes a non-negotiable part of your car care routine. Your car will thank you for it in the long run. Okay, so we've covered the heart of your car, the engine. Now let's move on to something equally important: your tires. Now you might be thinking, tires? What do those have to do with my car lasting 300,000 miles? And the answer is, a lot more than you might think. Your tires are the only point of contact between your car and the road, and they play a crucial role in everything from fuel efficiency to handling, to, most importantly, your safety. When your tires are properly inflated, they provide the optimal contact patch with the road, ensuring even wear and tear, better grip, and improved fuel economy. Underinflated tires, on the other hand, can lead to a whole host of problems. They increase rolling resistance, forcing your engine to work harder and guzzle more fuel. They also wear unevenly, shortening their lifespan and potentially leading to dangerous blowouts. Overinflating your tires isn't any better. It makes for a harsher ride, reduces your contact patch with the road, decreasing grip and increasing your stopping distance. So, how do you ensure your tires are properly inflated? It's simple. Check them regularly. I recommend investing in a good tire pressure gauge and checking your tire pressure at least once a month, or even more frequently if you live in an area with fluctuating temperatures. You can find the recommended tire pressure for your vehicle in your owner's manual, or on a sticker usually located on the driver's side door jamb. Remember, properly inflated tires are not just about longevity, they're about safety, fuel efficiency, and overall driving performance. So don't neglect those round rubber heroes, give them the attention they deserve. We've talked about oil for your engine, the importance of your tires. Now let's move on to something equally crucial for your car's performance and longevity: the air filter. Now you might be wondering, the air filter? Isn't that just a simple piece of paper or something? Well, yes and no. It is a filter, but its role in your car's well-being is far more important than you might think. Think of your car's engine as its lungs, and the air filter, well, that's its mask, protecting it from all the nasty stuff floating around in the air. Just like your lungs need clean air to function properly, so does your engine. The air filter's job is to trap all the dirt, dust, pollen, and other contaminants that can clog up your engine and wreak havoc on its internal components. A dirty air filter restricts airflow to your engine, which can lead to reduced performance, decreased fuel economy, and in severe cases, even engine damage. Now, here's the thing about air filters. They're relatively inexpensive and incredibly easy to replace. Seriously, it's one of the easiest DIY car maintenance tasks you can do. Most air filter boxes are secured with just a few clips or screws, and swapping out the old filter for a new one takes just a few minutes. I recommend checking your air filter at least every 15,000 miles or so and replacing it if it looks dirty or clogged. A new air filter will ensure your engine is breathing clean air, which translates to better performance, improved fuel economy, and a longer lifespan for your car. So, don't underestimate the importance of this simple yet crucial component. Give your car the gift of clean air, and it will reward you with miles and miles of happy driving. Alright, we've covered some of the preventative maintenance basics. Now let's talk about something that can be a bit more daunting: repairs. Now I get it, no one likes dealing with car repairs. It's inconvenient, it can be expensive, and it often feels like mechanics are speaking a different language altogether. But here's the thing, ignoring those minor issues, those little whispers from your car that something might be wrong, well, that's a surefire way to turn a small problem into a major and expensive headache down the road. Think of it this way, if you feel a slight twinge in your knee, you might take it easy for a few days. Ice it, maybe even see a doctor. You don't just ignore it and hope it goes away, right? The same principle applies to your car. That strange noise coming from your engine, that slight vibration in the steering wheel, that puddle of fluid under your car, those are all signs that something might be amiss. Ignoring these warning signs is like running a marathon with a sprained ankle. You might be able to push through the pain for a while, but eventually you're going to do serious damage. Now, I'm not saying you need to rush to the mechanic for every little squeak and rattle, but if you notice something unusual, something that wasn't there before, don't just brush it off. Take the time to investigate, consult your owner's manual, or even ask a mechanic friend for a second opinion. Catching problems early on, when they're still minor, is often much cheaper and easier to fix than waiting until they escalate into major breakdowns. Remember, your car is trying to communicate with you. Listen to what it's saying, address those minor issues promptly, and you'll be well on your way to reaching that 300,000-mile milestone. We've talked about oil, tires, air filters, repairs. Now let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: the fuel you put in your car. Now I know what you're thinking, fuel is fuel, right? As long as it makes my car go, that's all that matters. Well, not quite. Just like you wouldn't fuel your body with junk food every day and expect to be in peak physical condition, you shouldn't fuel your car with low-quality gas and expect it to perform at its best. The type of fuel you use can have a significant impact on your engine's performance, its lifespan, and even your car's emissions. Lower-grade fuels often contain higher levels of impurities and contaminants that can build up in your engine over time, leading to reduced performance, decreased fuel economy, and even engine damage in the long run. Higher-grade fuels, on the other hand, are typically more refined and contain additives that help clean your engine, reduce emissions, and improve performance. Now I know what you're thinking, but premium gas is so much more expensive, and you're right, it is. But here's the thing, the difference in price is often negligible in the grand scheme of things. Think of it this way, if using premium gas improves your fuel economy by even a few percentage points, or if it helps prevent costly engine repairs down the line, the slightly higher price tag might be worth it in the long run. Ultimately, the best type of fuel for your car is the one recommended by the manufacturer. Check your owner's manual or the inside of your fuel door for the recommended octane rating. Remember, fueling your car with high-quality gas is an investment in its long-term health and performance. So the next time you're at the pump, resist the urge to go for the cheapest option. Treat your car to a little high-octane goodness, and it will reward you with miles and miles of smooth, efficient driving. Alright folks, we've covered a lot of ground today, from oil changes to tires to air filters to fuel. But there's one last crucial piece of the puzzle when it comes to making your car last 300,000 miles, sticking to the manufacturer's recommended maintenance schedule. Now I know, those owner's manuals can be intimidating. They're thick, they're full of technical jargon, and let's be honest, most of us just skim through them when we buy a new car and then relegate them to the glove compartment, never to be seen again. But here's the thing, that little booklet is like a treasure map to automotive longevity. It contains a wealth of information about your car, including the manufacturer's recommended maintenance schedule. This schedule outlines all the essential maintenance tasks that need to be performed at specific mileage intervals to ensure your car runs smoothly and reliably for years to come. Now, I understand that life gets busy, and it's easy to let those maintenance intervals slip. But trust me, sticking to the schedule as closely as possible is crucial for preventing small problems from escalating into major headaches. Think of it like going to the doctor for regular checkups. You might not feel sick, but those checkups can catch potential health issues early on, when they're easier to treat. The same principle applies to your car. Regular maintenance, even when your car seems to be running fine, can identify and address minor issues before they turn into major problems. So, dust off that owner's manual, familiarize yourself with the recommended maintenance schedule, and mark those mileage intervals in your calendar or set reminders on your phone. Your car will thank you for it with years and years of faithful service. There you have it. Follow these tips, and your car will be well on its way to hitting that 300,000-mile mark. Remember, taking care of your car doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. A little bit of preventative maintenance, a dash of common sense, and a whole lot of love can go a long way in ensuring your beloved ride stays on the road for years, even decades to come. So get out there, enjoy the open road, and remember, the journey to 300,000 miles starts with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more car care tips.